Mike here. I'm out here at another Monte Carlo. It's not much left of it, but I'm gonna try to get this panel I need for my car right here off of this car. So I'm gonna draw me a line, Sharpie line, and I'm gonna cut this up until this window, and then I'm gonna go in here and just cut straight across, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Maybe I can get this panel out so I can have the panel for my car. I need this piece up here, and I don't know if y'all can see it, but I need that piece. So and it looks like it might be spot welded right there. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get it off of there. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll get back with you. Okay guys, I know y'all have seen the inside of this pickup several times. I found a new vent for down here and I already got it put in. And I did get that panel cut out. I'm gonna make more video later, but I got a new one of those I'm fixing to put on here. So I'm gonna get busy doing that. And then I gotta find some sort of radio. I might have to end up cutting the dash and putting an aftermarket radio in it, but try and get this interior just a little bit nicer. But I got the new vent, it's hooked up, the vent's hooked up to it. I got some extra screws, so I can put this panel back down here on there. So let me get busy and I'll show you what else I'm going to be doing. I think with a little cleanup, that's going to work just fine. It didn't line up just perfect. I think it's that dash pad, but that looks 100% gooder. So get something done with the radio. I got that little panel down there. I got to find that little plastic piece that goes right there. But I think that makes it look a lot gooder, in my opinion. I know gooder ain't a word, but maybe I can. Maybe this will make. See, it's not even lined up on this gauge very good. It needs to come down or something, but that looks 100% better. Needs clean though. Probably should have cleaned it before I installed it. What do y'all think? There you go. I hope it. I might have to take the dash apart and figure out why it's actually that loose. That dash pad is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But what we're going to do with this truck, I guess it doesn't really matter. Get us now I can cut here and down here and get an aftermarket radio put in. Just make it a little nicer. I think I'll make somebody happy. So I'll video more on that other part I cut out of the other car. I gotta go bandage myself a little bit. So there you go. What do y'all think of that? Does that make this truck look a little nicer? Got this panel cut out of that car, and I need to start drilling spot welds out of it, so I can start bending it back and fixing it. There's some spot welds, there's some spot welds, there's some spot welds. I need to take these supports off for the trunk and start taking it apart so I can hopefully cut this straight as I can right across here so I can tack it in my car. I might have to do some repair work on this corner, but that's no biggie. I got a pattern so I can build me a patch. So, and then I might have to do the same thing over here, is build me a small patch, but that's no biggie. I'm gonna go ahead and start drilling spot welds out, and then I'm gonna tack them back in. I'm gonna tape a penny over here and then just tack them back in and grind them smooth. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I got a pretty good piece that I can actually probably make something out of for my car. So let me get busy and I'll show you the progress. Guys, this is where I've gotten to. Got the spot welds out of here. I'll take my hammer and dolly and straighten these up. Sand or grind them on the backside so they're nice and smooth. And I'm probably going to stick a penny on the backside and tack weld them up. And then drill new holes for my welds. Now I got to do that side the same way. There's 1, 2, 3 spot welds. That'll be off of there. And this overall panel is looking like I could probably save it. I want to get right here and drill out these spot welds and take off this brace. I know that brace is gone in my car too. But that's probably a pretty easy brace to make out of some sheet metal, as long as it has some strength. And I could probably even notch it like they did right there and just bend it up. I don't know about getting around, but bending it up. But that's where I got to so far. I did get this part of this quarter panel off this side. It's still, I'm not concerned about this piece. I want this main structure piece right here. And I'm probably going to even drill some more drain holes in it. But I'm trying to get this off so I can get it cleaned up. But I'm going to keep working on it. And then I know I'm going to have to, well, maybe not with my new piece. I was fixing to have to probably weld up all these holes, but they will be welded up with my new piece. So let me keep working on it and I'll get back with you. Okay guys, I've been working on this for a couple hours and I hadn't been videoing very much. We're expecting some cold weather and I wanted to see how much I can get done. It looks like this got bent up. That's going to have to be pushed back down. But I'm getting there. I know I'm going to have to build a patch for right there. I'll just cut this off right here somewhere and get to some straight metal. It's not like I'm not going to have enough extra metal. And then I'm going to have to build me a patch for right here where I ripped through it. But I definitely think I bent that up right there. And that line is kind of important because that's where the weather stripping is for the, well, maybe I didn't bend it up. But that's kind of an important line. That's for the weather stripping on the trunk. Because the front of the trunk is right here. I'm not going to be too concerned about these holes. I'm just going to probably just lay my new panel on top of them and weld in all these holes. It's going to be underneath. Nobody's going to really see it. I am going to have to do a spot weld right here because it tore a little bit. This corner is really weak. I might have to build me a brace and I'm definitely going to have to, tack it up right there. But it's coming along. I tacked it in a couple spots right there where I tore through it and it tacked just fine. It's gonna need a bunch of cleanup work. I just hope when I cut it out of the other car that I got all of it. It looks like I got all of it according to the pictures, but I know I didn't get the front section, but I'm hoping I only have to cut to this line right here and just tack it in on that line. And in actuality, I'm hoping I just have to cut it right here straight across and tack it in. And that way it's all covered up by this piece right here. But this is where I'm at. I got a couple hours into it. I don't know if a used panel was the smartest idea in the world, but it does give me some structure to work with. Get it cleaned up and get some rust stop sprayed on it. It does give me some overall structure, and that's my car is rusted out from here, about right here, all the way back. And when I cut into my car, I would prefer to have this piece just in case, And if I cut in my car and this piece ain't going to work at all, I'll order the new piece. But this is just, just trying to save some money. But anyway, I'm gonna keep working on it. I might wire wheel down in here or something and see how much of this rust I can get off of here. But it's coming along. I'm kind of concerned, like I said, still up here. In the pictures it shows it comes down here and then it just comes around. And then there's another piece that mounts right here. But I won't know. I'm hoping I can, like I said, cut it right here. Because on my car, where this lip is, that's where it's all rusted out. And I think it ran water down in here and rusted it and started eating from the top. Now, this piece also has some rust on the inside of the car right here. So I'm thinking it's just this piece and this back piece that suffered from the leaky window. But I'm going to keep chugging along. I don't know how much longer I'm going to chug along. But anywho, I'll get back with y'all. I got it completely stripped. This end down here was, as you can tell, extremely rusty, and then I accidentally cut through right here. I'm gonna have to build probably this whole corner right here to attach it back to here, like so. I've already got this part bent and it's in there and it's curved right, and that's all good. That's all good right there. I hit it with a hammer and dolly and it's curved pretty good. Then I'm gonna have to fix that. But overall, I hope by all the pictures, you know, once I get this piece put on and connected and straight, because I'll take the measurements off the other side. I'll come in here and cut this at the same angle as here, but I'm hoping that I can go ahead and just cut right down this line right here and tack in that other piece. Overall, my new patch panel for the top is looking fairly good. I mean, edge wise, I didn't bend that edge too wet bad. It's looking fairly good. So if I can get this piece built and bent down right to fit in the car and get that other end built, I think I have it. I mean, that looks pretty good. And granted, you know, there's gonna be some body work to do on this, but I think that's gonna look pretty good. I'm hoping and praying when I cut into my car, that's what I'm gonna need. I hope I don't need much more than that. I'll finish this end. It'll be on another video. Like I said, I'm hoping to cut that out. I was going to try to wire wheel all this and get all this rust out and spray it with some rust stop. I'm flat getting tired. I've been out here for 4 hours working on this and I'm just flat tired. So I think this is going to be a video. This will be part one of this little series. Monte Carlo trunk rust repair. Actually, it's called filler panel. I might go ahead and go get some of that rust stop and spray it on the ends that I've got cleaned up. It's going to get cold down here real quick. So this is the first part of this little video. And I'll get back on it. So I didn't show a whole lot because I was kind of curious. But everything's so far is looking real good. I just hope my car is not, I know it's rusted out here on my car, and I'm hoping it got just this and then leaked down and rusted this out. But I won't know until I cut in my car, and I don't know when that's going to be But this is part one of this little series. Please like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. See you soon.